The SmorgShow Radio Show.
Welcome back to the SmorgShow podcast. This is episode 133, recorded January 29th, 2022. I'm your host, Chris, and I'm back with my good friend and co-host, the chief conspiracy correspondent, Jerome Malauskis. Hi, Jerry.
Hello.
Welcome back to the SmorgShow Lounge. You didn't leave, actually, since the last episode. We're just cranking these out. Another 2 weeks has gone by, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, just you chained me to the chair here, so what can I do?
For those of you just tuning in for the first time, we changed our format last episode. We are keeping these episodes short and concise for the limited attention span of our culture. So,
yeah,
we're still trying to work the kinks out to see how it all flows, but I think the last episode went well, don't you think?
Well, it was certainly pretty clear and concise and quick.
Yeah. So today, first of all, happy birthday, SmorgShow podcast. We are celebrating 12 years since January 30th, 2010. We launched the show back in my kitchen with my, at the time, 11-year-old daughter. And so much has changed over 12 years. She's off and married, and You're my partner now.
Well, we go back a ways.
We go way back. 40 years, actually. We are celebrating our 40th year of friendship now.
Yeah, that's true. I met you at,
Yeah, we don't need to go through that story again, but...
because it's embarrassing for you?
Oh, my designer sweatshirt.
Your new man sweatshirt?
New man. Never heard the brand before or after.
That's okay, but it made you unique and original, and that's what attracted me to you.
Oh, thank you. 40 years since our friendship and 40 years since the Smorgasbord radio show launched on WDGC High School. So we will have to look back on 40 years. I don't think we're going to be able to get the Carlisle again this year. That really wore me out. That show from episode 82. We did a rebroadcast in one of our the old stomping ground of the Carlisle. You have to go back to episode 82. It was a fantastic. It was a pretty... elaborate show for our 30th anniversary 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, on the other hand, you do have to take into consideration that whenever it's a smorgasbord production, then the production values will go up accordingly. You don't come at this half-baked, Chris.
No, we don't.
Yes. And
this would be the time for you to step in and elaborate. No,
elaborate?
That's okay. We're done here. I'm ready to go into our main topic today.
Well, I think I was so too talkative, so just shut up.
We're going to talk about the 90-Day Fiancé reality TV star retires from selling her farts after a heart attack scare.
Yeah.
You could call it a fart attack.
A fart attack.
Wait, let's hear it.
Oh,
there we go.
Rough crowd. Oh, I think I need a drink.
So, Jerry, you may have caught wind of this. Where is it again? Okay.
If you're going to keep doing that, you better get closer to the actual sound effect.
Oh, there's
machine.
more to come. Believe me. Okay, so I never heard of this show before, the 90-Day Fiancé. It's an American reality TV series on TLC, and the show follows couples who applied for or received K-1 visas.
Okay.
So that's for foreign fiancés of U.S. citizens and have 90 days to marry each other.
Uh-huh.
So the series debuted back in 2014 and it's been renewed for it's an 8th season or something. So the K-1 visa, just a little bit more background so you understand the premise of the show, allows the fiancé from a foreign country to travel to the U.S. to live with his or her prospective American spouse.
Okay.
Purpose of the K-1 visa is to provide time for the couple to make arrangements and to have a marriage ceremony. Each couple is required to sign documents stating their intent to marry as a part of the visa process.
Right.
If the couple doesn't marry within 90 days, the beneficiary must leave the country.
Get out of here.
And there have been some spin-offs of this show. There's the 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After.
Okay.
With a question mark, because the theory is, well, it follows up on the couples from the previous seasons from the original series. So it's basically a sequel. The other spinoff is called 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. So I guess it's a prequel.
Okay.
And the show follows couples who have built a relationship online but have not yet met in person. And after the American travels to their partner's foreign country, both face the choice between continuing the relationship or going through the K-1 visa process or breaking up. So the star we're going to talk about today is from the Before the 90 Days sequel. Her name is Stephanie Matto.
Is she American?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
She happens to be the first LGBTQ member of the reality show, season 4, and her partner's name on the show is Erica. Stephanie Matto, 31, last year launched a gassy venture, peddling her fancy flatulence to strangers, which blew away people on social media. Who writes this stuff?
Obviously.
When she recently announced that she makes more than $70,000 a week selling her farts, or about $1,000 for every jar sold.
No, wait, hold on. She's actually getting $1,000 for a bottle of her gas?
Yes. Now,
her gaseous emissions?
You're a naysayer. I could tell it in your snide, you're questioning, hold your thoughts, because I'm going to make you a believer by this time this episode ends.
Well, you said I asked too many questions in the last episode, so I'm going to continue the tradition. Remember, I'm the CCC. That's my job.
Okay, that's fine. You're seeing different angles of this. That's fine.
Okay.
The Canadian resident, born in the Czech Republic, to answer your early question.
Okay.
See, you couldn't make a business like this in the Czech Republic.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I was surprised you could do it in Canada. America, I could see him. Okay.
She gained international recognition after appearing on the reality show 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, and later started her own YouTube channel. She wrote some books and founded an X-rated subscription site called Unfiltered. She then made waves with her olfactory business by capturing her emissions in jars and selling them because she thought it'd be hilarious. A hilarious publicity move that would get a lot of people's attention. So we're going to sit back, and I have a clip of her describing her business model. And we'll come back and we'll react to what we hear.
Hi everyone, how are you all doing today? So, I know it's been a while. I have been very, very busy with a new business venture, which has just been exploding. It's all over the internet, which is pretty crazy. I never ever expected this, honestly. I started selling farts about 3 weeks ago, and in addition to jarring my farts, I've also been selling videos of myself making the jarred farts, which has been extraordinarily popular, but I never ever expected it to take off the way that it has. Honestly, I've just been requested to do it by like maybe 20 or so people that followed me on my Unfiltered page, which I don't know if you guys know, but is my new 18 and up platform, which has really blown up in like the past 3 months ever since launch. Like, we have so many creators, we have so many new features. It is like OnlyFans times 100 at this point. So I've been using my Unfiltered account to sell these farts. I'm the type of person that has learned over the years to never kink shame, to always be open and accepting of people's weirdness and oddities. And so I was like, you know what? I've been requested so many times to jar and sell my farts. Why not let this be a thing that I offer? So I started doing it. I actually offered a limited edition drop of these fart jars on my Unfiltered page. Pretty quickly, they sold out, which completely blew my mind. And I made a TikTok that went really, really viral. I'll insert it right here so you guys can see.
Hey guys, today I'm gonna be showing you a day in the life of a girl who sells her farts in a jar. So I like to get things rolling with some beans, a protein muffin, sometimes even a yogurt. Less sugar is better, some hard-boiled eggs, and today I decided I was gonna make myself a protein shake with some yogurt added to it, and oh, I I was feeling it for sure. While I wait for those farts to develop, I like to read. I'm very smart, love to read. And then after I'm ready to go, I go ahead and, do my work, do my job. I don't need to show you that, guys, but I like to add in little flower petals. I feel like they attach the scent and make it last longer. And when I'm finally finished with my jar, I like to leave a personalized note. I want to thank you so much to the 97 people who've already purchased their jar of farts. And as you know, they're on sale right now, 50% off with $1,000. So go to my Unfiltered and check it.
So as you can see, this is kind of like my day-to-day, how I create my farts, how I run my business. And a lot of people have had negative things to say about it. A lot of people have had positive things to say about it. I think the moment that I knew, like, wow, I've really made it, was when Lance Bass from NSYNC commented on my jarred farts TikTok. P.S. Lance, if you'd like a jar for free, I'd love to send you one. So just let me know. Slide in the DMs. I know you are not interested in women, but maybe once you get a whiff of my farts, it'll change your mind.
That's an interesting thing for a lesbian to say about a gay man. But anyway, actually, that little insert that it was in her, because you had like kind of like her generally talking about it, and then there was like her TikTok video.
Yeah.
The audio from that, I actually saw the TikTok video.
Oh, you saw the TikTok video?
So I'm familiar.
You're on TikTok.
No.
Oh, yeah. So you
can get it on YouTube.
Oh, you actually saw that. So you know this. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that part. I did.
Okay.
The other audio that you play, I haven't heard it before. But
Okay.
that particular. So, yeah, and I'm like, and usually I can see like the bean burrito there.
Yeah.
And I'm eating this, and it's like, okay.
Okay.
And the thing I really want to know about. And I certainly would not want to see the video of how she produces.
No, not at all.
I would be kind of interested in the methodology of how she can effectively capture her methane gases.
Yeah, I don't know how you.
Yeah, how do you
trap
get
it just
and get it into the jar?
That's a good question.
The mechanics of that are lost on you.
Yeah,
as well as the physics of it as well.
Now, of course, there's the usual naysayers and haters who are poo-pooing the idea. They say that there's no way to justify the price tag.
I'm sorry, but that joke stunk.
I have one more clip of her where she justifies the price. So,
this I got to hear.
And people are saying to me, oh, $1,000 for one jar of farts. That's so much money. That's such a ripoff. But I was offering a deal that was 50% off. And when you take into account the cost of shipping and handling, the amount of food that I have to eat in order to produce the farts, the amount of energy and exertion that goes into creating those farts, and the flower petals that go into the fart jars, which then capture the scent, and then also every single fart jar comes with a handwritten note. That takes time, it takes paper, it takes ink, it takes willpower, it takes strength, it takes time. Time equals money. So when you really total up everything, all of the effort and the natural resources that go into creating this once in a lifetime product, then it really is a good deal when you think about it. So the people that are coming at me saying, oh, who the hell would pay $1,000 or $500 for a fart? That's way too much money. What I have to say to those people is like, walk a mile in my shoes. You try to make farts every single day, multiple times a day. It's not easy. So I have perfected my craft. I kind of feel like I am the Einstein of fart jars at this point, because I have figured out the perfect formula for making the most in the least amount of time, but also causing me the least amount of pain. A lot of people would be like, oh yeah, Fiber One bars. But you also have to keep in mind, you know, what kind of flatulence will these products and these items produce? Will it smell good? Will it smell like something that is the equivalent of a dumpster? I don't want to be sending out something that smells rancid. So I try to formulate the perfect foods that will create a pleasing scent. And just in case you guys were wondering, you know, why the hell would anybody order my farts? Well, first of all, I think that it's very, very clear that I have a really good personality and that people love to hear my ideas and hear me talk and express my views. And I think a lot of people are like, wow, she's so interesting that I wonder what her farts smell like.
Oh, jeez.
Smell good? Smell good farts?
There's a science behind it, Jerry, you see?
Yeah. You know what? This is a woman that has an excess of hot hair coming out of both ends of her body.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously she's been able to sell the one that's coming out of the lower part of her body. I mean, I was going to riff on jokes, but I don't really have to. I mean, the joke's already in there. Everything she says.
This is made material for us.
We don't have to do anything.
I don't have to do anything. This is the easiest bit I've ever had to put together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an interesting person. People want to spell my farts.
That's why I'm an interesting person. I'm the Einstein of my craft.
Yes, I'm the Einstein of jarred farts.
Now, while it seems that she seems to be making money relatively easy, hand over butt, she soon ran into some supply and demand issues. You may not think of farts as a scarce commodity, especially if your significant other or roommate regularly stinks up the room. But do the math. The UK National Health Service indicates that everyone farts, some people more than others. The average is 5 to 15 times a day. Somebody funded this study. That may be enough to keep your others out of the room when you want some alone time, but it won't be enough for a farting business to scale. So apparently the supply chain issues that we're experiencing currently extend to this business as well, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's no escaping it, I suppose. So according to a post in Jam Press, Matto was producing up to 50 fart jars a week. That's quite a lot of flatus to produce.
Yes.
Unless you sleep with a jar on your butt, you aren't going to catch wind of everything that comes out of your rear. So apparently Matto changed her diet to give her body more gas. Jam Press described her diet as fiber high, living off of beans and eggs. When she realized that consuming protein shakes could make her farts smell worse, she added them to the mix because who wants farts that don't smell that bad?
But wait a minute, didn't you just say in the previous one that she didn't want her farts to smell like a dumpster?
That's right. Maybe.
Maybe
that's when she added the pedals.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I guess to me, putting pedals in a fart jar is like trying to, spray. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't even think of the analogy. It's just so weird.
All right. So here's where it gets interesting. But after making $200,000 in sales, that's unbelievable. That's really beyond comprehension, really.
$200,000?
$200,000.
Okay.
So 200 customers.
Well,
maybe even more because she was given the 50% off. So, yeah.
So
let's call it an average
30,
300 people, maybe.
30,
The influencer. That's another term that you hear a lot. Basically, somebody who doesn't have a job and they hang out online.
Yeah. And
doing blog posts.
But the thing is, they make money and pretty damn good money.
I know. Why can't I get in on this?
I would pay you to keep your farts in, not to let them go.
The influencer has announced her retirement when she passed one too many and got the wind knocked out of her. Matto was rushed to the hospital with chest pains she feared were symptoms of a heart attack, according to the outlet. After undergoing a battery...
Would you say it's more of a fart attack?
I said that earlier.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. Well,
got to keep up.
I'm sorry.
But you're right, it was a fart attack. After undergoing a battery of tests, including blood work and an EKG, Matto was told that her pain was the result of her steady diet of gas-inducing beans and eggs. I thought I was having a stroke, and that these were my final moments, Matto told Jam Press. I was just overdoing it. The self-proclaimed fartrepreneur had squeezed out... There you go. Had squeezed out up to 50 jars worth of farts a week to keep up with demand, and even added protein shakes. Okay, we talked about that to make them more pungent. Pungent.
Well, I guess it's in a weird way. You gotta admire her work ethic.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or her fart ethic. I'm not sure what you.
I remember within one day. This is my Matto voice, my Stephanie Matto voice. I remember one day I had about 3 protein shakes and a huge bowl of black bean soup. Sounds like your diet.
Oh, come on, man.
I could tell you something was not right that evening when I was laying in bed and I could feel a pressure in my stomach moving upward. It was quite hard to breathe, and every time I tried to breathe in, I'd feel a pinching sensation around my heart. And that, of course, made me my anxiety escalate. I actually called my friend and asked if they could come over and drive me to the hospital because I thought I was experiencing a heart attack. It was made clear that what I was experiencing wasn't a stroke or a heart attack, but very intense gas pains. Matto told the outlet, adding that she did not tell the doctors about her rear racket. I was advised to change my diet and to take a gas suppressant medication, which has effectively ended my business. Yeah.
Yeah, you said, change your diet, and here's a bottle of Beano. Get out of here.
Matto explained that she decided to launch her butt business on a whim after getting requests.
They call it buttness?
Buttness, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, what else do I have to say about this?
By the way, who's writing this article?
I don't know. This is a collection of various clips I have.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of people praising me, calling me a girl boss, telling me that I inspire them to be unashamed of who they are and what they do. But on the other end, I lost my. I've been getting a lot of negativity. I even have received death threats. People telling me I should end my life. Oh, that's not good. I try my best not to react to these people and give them what they want, which is attention.
Well, in one sense, she almost kind of did end her life for all of that high-fiber diet. Ironical. How ironic.
I think everything happens for a reason, and although my fart-selling days are ending, I'm going to save the money I've made and will put some into cryptocurrency.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Talk about blowing it away.
Man, there's so many good puns here. You could say that her business has bottomed out.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Or that her business just ran out of gas. But don't hold your breath if you've been waiting for that fart delivery from Matto.
Put a lid on it.
All right, in this last bit here, just to give you an update, the Notre Dame Cathedral
in France,
yes, is about to be transformed into a woke Disneyland-style theme park.
You're joking, right?
I'm not joking. This is according to leaked renovation plans.
But here's the thing. Maybe we should give backstory on this, because I believe the Notre Dame Theater actually had a fire.
That's exactly what this is for. Back in 2019.
Yeah. Didn't they get struck by lightning or something? Or how did that work?
I don't know if it was arson or I don't know what happened, but it lost its roof and its spire during the 2019 blaze, almost entirely destroyed. While it's been decided that the exterior of the cathedral will be rebuilt with traditional materials, questions have now been raised regarding the fate of the building's interior. According to the renovation plans divulged to the Telegraph, the cathedral may have its interior become a politically correct theme park with parts of the building's interior that were left mostly untouched by the fire set to change dramatically. Confessional boxes, altars, and classical statues are to be replaced with modern art murals, while light and sound effects will be added to the building in order to create so-called emotional spaces.
Safe spaces?
Could be safe spaces. Themed chapels are also being added to the building as a part of what's being dubbed as a discovery trail. The chapels will feature Africa and Asia prominently, with Europe, the Americas, and Oceania. Thank you. Being cast into the background. The final chapel of the trail, dedicated to so-called reconciled creation, will focus entirely on environmentalism. Bible quotes will be projected onto chapel walls in a variety of languages, including Mandarin.
Well, coming from a country that is overwhelmingly communist, that makes sense.
It's as if Disney were entering Notre Dame, says Paris architect Maurice Coulot, adding, what they are proposing to do would never be done in Westminster Abbey or St. Peter's in Rome. It's a kind of theme park in every childish and trivial given to the grandeur of the place.
Well, considering the Muppet that runs that country, it doesn't really surprise me that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, we complain here in the United States about the level of wokeness and all that and how it's kind of infecting and affecting culture. it's worse in Western Europe. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why there's this divide between Western and Eastern Europe, because Eastern Europe ain't going along with that nonsense.
Right.
Did I say that? Oh,
you did.
Sorry.
The French government has said that it wants to complete renovations on the damaged cathedral in time for the 2024 Olympics, 5 years after the fire, which will take place in Paris.
Oh, the Olympics are going to be in Paris. I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. So
I felt sorry for the Japanese, the Tokyo Olympics, because that thing seemed to be pretty darn lame. How they did the whole COVID Olympics. Nobody could go there.
Oh, last time?
Yeah. And then they had transgender athletes, and it just got into this, devolved into this whole woke mess.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I got to say on the matter.
Well, what else?
That's all. I'll just leave that out there.
You know what? Like, it's like the other bit. It kind of just does it's there. It's its own thing. You don't even have to really even comment.
That's right. You just let it hang out there. Let it float. Let it sink in.
Yeah.